I have one question that might be too big to answer today, but
Sure.
I'm thinking about creating a stock option tracking system
Okay.
for our employees. In other words, somebody gets hired and then they have a salary and they have a certain number of stock options and so forth. And when that ultimately gets fully built out, it would obviously, I would think, would be something that would be part of Zoho People, because we'd use Zoho People as the CRM, and it would have Zoho Sign integration, because then when they get their documents, they can sign them. And then it would also probably end up having an integration to, probably to books, because there is an impact of books on the books of the company. And I'm not sure, there may be other things too. So I guess I'm not clear, just starting at the beginning, if all I want to do is just track how many stock options Bob Jones was granted, is it better to add custom fields and so forth to Zoho People, or to create that in Creator and then somehow, or somewhere else, I don't know, and then link it back to People? Because obviously you want it to appear in his CRM record. I mean, pardon me, in his
People.
In his HR system record.
Yeah, I think you're 100% correct here. I would go with Zoho People. I don't like using Creator for anything. Here, for example, right now they're moving from version 1 to version 2. Now, if you have Zoho Creator applications, start changing the Creator 1 to version 2, because version 1 will stop being supported in February 2021. So I personally don't like anything that is too custom, because then you're marrying a developer. When I'm providing services, I will always try to provide the service in a way that the client can manage it himself. And if something happens to me, he's never left, oh my God, Lior is the only one who knows my system, right?
Right.
Zoho Creator will be one of those black boxes that that information goes in and then it goes out, and when there is a problem, you need to pray that your developer is still online so he can fix it. Otherwise, go find a new developer and he will tell you that your application is not really that good. You need to build it from scratch, because of course he want to cash out on you. So I don't like it so much. With the stock options, I would probably do it directly on Zoho People in some way as a related module, or piggyback on one of the existing modules and just do it there. Now with Zoho Books, only when someone is exercising his options, this is when you need to take care of it in Zoho Books, right?
Well, there is an impact on. I'm not that up to speed on all the accounting, but I think there is an impact of just granting an option to begin with. It's a non-cash entry into the books. It's an accrual entry.
Yeah.
So I think there might be times when it's not just when there's cash changing hands. Pretty sure.
How many times a year you giving options?
Oh, well, it could be, and actually I have in mind maybe trying to make this a commercial product, ultimately turning it into something that's like a Zoho marketplace product,
Yep.
So, people could be hiring employees, granting options easily once a week, if they're hiring fast.
Okay. So that's a lot. Yeah. I thought it's like, twice a year. Yeah.
For a little tiny company, maybe so, but and actually, the whole cap table would be really interesting to build, a whole cap table management, because this is a classic case of where companies are still doing everything in Excel until they then jump to these very high-end dedicated applications, and it'd be a great plugin or marketplace application for Zoho.
Do you have a developer that is helping you with Zoho People, or it's something you manage internally?
I'm just kind of dreaming about it right now. I haven't even gotten that far, really.
Zoho people, I call it it's a rich people's game. It takes some money to make it right and to optimize it and take care of it. It's not like the other products. This is anyway the way that I see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big product that sending its ends to lots of different products like Zoho Expense and Recruit and Books and CRM. So it's a monster. If you don't have Zoho people right now, maybe, and it's are you a big company? Like, how many employees do you carry right now?
Oh, just a few.
Just a few. Don't go to Zoho people. It's not for you. Zoho people, it's an enterprise solution. It's not for small businesses. Not for you and not for me.
Zoho One and.
Excuse me?
Even though it's included in Zoho One and everything?
So what? If it's included, it doesn't mean that you need to use it. It's a big product. I'm pretty good with Zoho, and I'm not using Zoho people. Mm-hmm. And my knowledge with the Zoho ecosystem is pretty good. And I still don't use it because it's just time consuming. I prefer to put my time into other things than managing an application.
Sure. Yeah.
I think you can take advantage of other tools in Zoho and not do it with Zoho people. Mm-hmm. Maybe a small custom modules in Zoho CRM will give you the same benefit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it turns CRM into the HR management.
Small module, and that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay,
right?
good.
You just need a list of people and date of birth, salary, whatever it is. You give permission only to the administrators, so other people cannot see the information, and that's it.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's great advice.
No problem.
Great. Thank you.
And then, by the way, if you do it on CRM, you can easily integrate with Zoho people. So you can have a small button, exercise options, insert options, whatever you want, and then it will do the transaction on Zoho Books for you automatically. Very simple to do.
Yeah. I suppose you could once the data is organized in CRM, it would also be easy to move it eventually to people if the company got big enough to make it worth using people.
Absolutely, because you can export the entire set of information as Excel.
Yeah.
And then you can import anywhere. Yeah, absolutely. So that's also a good start and will not, cost you lots of time.
Really interesting. Okay, that's great. Great advice. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much for watching this session. I'm promoting now my Zoho CRM course. I am giving 50% off to my existing customers that tagged me as a partner. And of course, I'm also giving 50% off to new customers that tagging me as their partner. Okay? So thank you very much for watching this session. I will see you in the next one.